And welcome here to our newest edition of Pirates on Call, featuring the East Carolina Pirates football program here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports truly meets that thing called life. And I am honored and privileged today to be able to be celebrating with you the East Carolina Pirates and spending some time with their wide receiver, Anthony Smith. We got Anthony on the line. Anthony, how we doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Just excited, man, coming off a win, but it's time to reset and up to the next opponent now, trying to go 1-0 this week.
Yeah, and you talk about coming off that victory against UTSA, a team that came into the Conference of the American Athletic with a lot of respect and a lot of hype and a lot of belief that they could take care of this conference and be at the top of it. What does it mean to you to get a victory over the Roadrunners, knowing how much respect they had coming in?
It's huge, man. It's huge. Every game is a huge game, man. We take every game here in our facilities as a big game. No matter who we're playing, we don't overlook any opponent. So it was a super, super big win. But like I kind of said earlier, man, it's time to reset. That game is over. We got the dub, but if we focus in on beating UTSA, the Charlotte game becomes a lot harder. So we just got to go 1-0 this week. But coming off of that win is super, super big for us.
And Anthony, for you, you've had a road. You spent your time at NC State over in Raleigh, North Carolina, before coming over to East Carolina in the Greenville area. Bring me into that decision, because I covered you and obviously was paying attention to NC State of over a decade in the ACC of coverage. So hearing your name with NC State and then seeing you shift to another part of North Carolina, what made you make the decision to utilize this extra year that you had at East Carolina? What was it about ECU that made you feel like the move was the right move to make?
Well, just coming on the visit, I was looking for a great opportunity to be able to showcase my abilities and be able to get an opportunity to play. If that's what God wanted me to do. So on my visit, I was really just looking for that, and I was looking for great people. So just having endless talks with Coach Rob and Coach Houston, it kind of just really opened my eyes and really showed me like who they really are. And once I went home and talked to my family about my decision and stuff like that, we kind of all agreed on what they wanted out of this process and what I wanted out of this process. And we thought that East Carolina checked all the boxes. So it was a big family decision. I prayed about it a lot, talked to God about it a lot, and so here I am.
Yeah, and you brought up your faith, which is extremely important to me as well. And you brought up praying about it, praying on the decision, and
Yes,
your faith and your connection to God. Where did that all start for you, Anthony, that faith that you have, and how has it developed over the years into a relationship with God?
For me, it really started fairly recently. I started trying to my walk with God last year when I was at NC State around the season time, kind of just battling through adversity. Didn't know where to go, man. I kind of just found Christ and leaned on Him. And then I really seen my walk and my faith kind of just take full form and me really hone in and make sure it's important day to day. When I got here, transferring here, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I didn't really know a lot of people. So just being able to lean on somebody that I know I can count on, and I know is going to be there every step of the way was super, super important and helped me be able to perform day in and day out.
And for you, like you said, when you didn't really know where to turn, you made the decision last year at NC State to turn toward God. Of all the places where you could have turned, why in God's direction did you turn that way?
Well, my mom, she's a super, super godly lady, I guess I would say. So she's always been instilling those traits in me since I was young. Being a youngin', though, I kind of wanted to do things my own way at my own time and stuff like that. And every day I just seen how consistent she was with her walk and stuff like that. So just talking to her about when I was down and I just didn't know what to do. Talking to her and her pointing me into the direction of God. I trust my mom with everything in me, so I took that step, and it's been the best decision that I made so far.
And for you, Anthony, how has that faith and that relationship with God, how has it affected who you are as a leader and how you are around your teammates and what you do on and off the field?
It affects everything. I can't lie. It's changed a lot of aspects of my life. Being at state, not getting the things that I wanted or I thought that I deserved, I felt myself being very, very negative, when there's a lot of positives and great things that can come out of every situation. So walking with God has really showed me that you got to take the positive out of every situation, because he's continuously working. His plan is wonderfully and fearfully made specifically for you. So just kind of just taking that mindset and not getting ahead of myself, not getting too big-headed, not getting too high, not too low. Kind of just that middle ground and just allowing him to lead my steps and kind of just take over, man. That's kind of how that's changed for me on and off the field. How I interact with my teammates. I try to be super, super joyful, try to be super, super motivating to all my teammates, kind of be that positive energy when my teammates are down or need somewhere to go. I feel like I can kind of be that energy boost if they need somebody to lean on. I always trying to make somebody laugh. So yeah, man, that's kind of what that my relationship with God has done for me in those aspects.
Well, I can appreciate that here on Pirates on Call with East Carolina Pirates wide receiver Anthony Smith here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Who, if you try to be an inspiration to your teammates, who inspires you?
Who inspires me? That's a good question. I would say my mom and Coach Rob. My mom, for the simple fact that she's been there with me every step of the way. She's seen my highs, she's seen my lows. I've seen her fight through adversity and through pain and struggle. So yeah, just looking back on all the times that she's fought through that, whenever I feel like I'm going through something, I just kind of remind myself how she fought through those pains and struggles and stuff, and how she came out on top and victorious. And then Coach Rob, he's an energy guy, just coming in here every day. He's the same guy every day. Super, super easy to just look up to him. He's played big time ball. He knows what he's talking about. And he's just a great, great person, man. He's a super God-fearing man. So just yeah, man, I appreciate Coach Rob more than he knows. So I would say I look up to him a lot.
Yeah, and you mentioned Coach Rob more than once. Coach Roberts, the wide receivers coach at East Carolina. You also mentioned head coach Mike Houston. What is it about the two of them that in your recruitment, when you were in the transfer portal trying to figure out where to go, what did they say and do that you believe that they have lived by? So you said, obviously, they were a part of getting you to East Carolina. What was it about them in the process that you believe now that you're on the team, you look back and say, wow, Coach Houston and Coach Rob actually are who they say they are? What are those things that you look back to and say, like, they kept their word to you?
Well, when I was on my visit, one thing about them is they just kept it 100. They were not sugarcoating anything. They didn't come in my face and tell me, Anthony, you're going to start and we're going to give you all this money. They didn't say any of those things. They said that everything, you're going to have an opportunity, but everything that you get here, you're gonna earn it. You're gonna work for it. And that's kind of all I wanted to do. I just wanted that opportunity. And when I got here, I seen that put to work. They didn't grant me anything or just give me anything. Day in and day out, I had to come and prove to them and show them that I'm the guy that they recruited and that I'm the guy they want here to stay. So that when I came here and actually got here, that's kind of the thing that I kind of seen really take hold when I got here.
And before I let you go here, obviously a wide receiver needs their quarterback. Jake Garcia was my last guest on Pirates on Call. What do you like about your quarterback and just the work that he does, the way he handles the opportunities that are on the field and the different things that come about. What is he like in the huddle, and what is he like as a leader as far as your connection to him?
I love Jake, man. I love Jake as my QB. First of all, he's a great guy. He comes in here, he's always got a smile on his face. He never seems down. He never gets too flustered, never gets too big-headed. He's a super, super down-to-earth guy. And he loves to work. That's one thing I love about Jake is that he loves to work. Every day after practice, he's getting extra work in, getting extra throws, and he's always in the training room. He's always asking questions, picking the receiver's mind, picking Coach Baker's mind, just to kind of see like what we're thinking and how Coach Baker's thinking. Every rep at practice, if he's not getting the rep, he's behind, taking the rep mentally. So yeah, he's just a great leader. He's a great mentor and somebody to look up to if you want to be great and work hard. So I think that's one thing that I think that Jake stands out.
And two final notes with you, Anthony. One of them being the team is 3-2. So you had a 2-game losing streak, and you bounced back with that win at home over UTSA. What did you learn about yourselves as a team in that close loss to App State by 2 and then losing on the road to Liberty 35-24? What was it about those two losses that you feel like was a positive takeaway that allowed this team to get back on the right side of things?
The one thing that I think that Coach Baker and all the coaches really harped on the most in that week versus UTSA is that no opponent that we've played has done anything to really stop us. It's been all self-inflicted. MAs, wrong routes, not getting your depth, wrong reads, stuff like that. So I feel like the main thing with those two losses that we could take out is everything is our fault. So and that's way easier to clean up if it was a talent or skill thing, but it's far from that. It's just the little intricate details that we work every single day and are continuously working every single day to clean up. And I think that's the biggest positive that we took away from those two losses is that we can be those guys. We can go out there and light the scoreboard up and shut people down on defense. So we just got to just minimize the mistakes on both sides of the ball. And I think that this team is going to continue to grow and take off each week.
Final note, you've been in the ACC, now you're in the American. How would you describe the American Athletic Conference to those that may not know?
Physical, hard-nosed. Yeah, that's the two words that come to mind when I think of the American is just physical and hard-nosed. Guys really want it, and they're not taking no plays off, man.
That coming from Anthony Smith, wide receiver with the East Carolina Pirates, here on Pirates on Call on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora with ECU. Anthony, my best to you as you step forward. Appreciate hearing about your faith, the positivity, and the love back to your mom. So I thought, good, definitely first impression, great, and coming off of it even better. So thanks for all the work that you're doing, and thank you for the faith that you have and for sharing that today. And I hope to see you in the end zone very soon here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you so much, man.
All right, man. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.